Esther, also known by her Hebrew name Hadassah, lived during the reign of King Ahasuerus, believed to be Xerxes I of Persia, in the 5th century BCE. She was a Jewish woman who, through extraordinary circumstances, became queen of the Persian Empire. Her story unfolds during a time when the Jewish people were exiles in Persia and faced the constant threat of annihilation or oppression due to their minority status. Esther was an orphan raised by her older cousin, Mordecai, who was a devout worshipper of Jehovah. From the beginning, her life exemplified humility and obedience. When she was taken to the palace as a candidate for queen, she remained respectful and modest, winning favor with those around her, including King Ahasuerus himself. Esther becomes queen. After Queen Vashti was deposed for refusing to appear before the king during a banquet, Esther was selected as the new queen because of her beauty and character. Importantly, she obeyed Mordecai's instruction not to reveal her Jewish heritage at this time, which later proved crucial in Jehovah's direction of events. The threat of Haman. The real test of Esther's courage and faith began when Haman, a high-ranking official in the Persian court, plotted to destroy the Jewish people. Mordecai had refused to bow down to Haman, an act of defiance grounded in his loyalty to Jehovah. This enraged Haman, who manipulated King Ahasuerus into signing a decree to annihilate all Jews in the empire. Mordecai informed Esther of this threat and urged her to act, despite the dangers. Approaching the king without being summoned could result in death, even for the queen. Nevertheless, Esther showed tremendous faith and humility, asking Mordecai and the Jewish community to fast, and likely pray, for 3 days as she prepared to intercede. Esther's courageous intervention. On the 3rd day, Esther courageously approached the king. Jehovah's guidance and blessing were evident as King Ahasuerus extended his scepter, signaling his favor. Rather than immediately presenting her request, Esther skillfully invited the king and Haman to a banquet, building suspense and setting the stage for her appeal. At the second banquet, Esther revealed her Jewish identity and exposed Haman's plot. Her bravery moved the king to take decisive action, resulting in Haman's execution on the very gallows he had prepared for Mordecai. Deliverance for the Jews. Though Haman was removed, the decree to destroy the Jews could not be revoked under Persian law. However, Esther and Mordecai worked together to issue a counter-decree, empowering the Jews to defend themselves. With Jehovah's blessing, the Jewish people successfully overcame their enemies, securing their survival. Spiritual lessons from Esther. Jehovah's Witnesses view Esther as a model of faith and courage. Her story demonstrates several key spiritual lessons. Faith and trust in Jehovah. Esther relied on Jehovah through fasting and prayer, trusting that he would guide her actions and deliver his people. Courage to stand for what is right. Despite the risks, Esther stood up to protect her people, demonstrating that Jehovah provides strength to those who act in faith. Humility and obedience. Esther obeyed Mordecai's counsel and respected Jehovah's arrangements, highlighting the value of humility and cooperation within the congregation. Jehovah's sovereignty. The account of Esther shows how Jehovah can turn seemingly dire circumstances into opportunities for deliverance, underscoring his control over events. Memorializing Esther's legacy. The Jewish festival of Purim, which commemorates the deliverance of the Jews during Esther's time, is still observed today. For Jehovah's Witnesses, however, the story of Esther is less about celebrating a holiday and more about drawing closer to Jehovah by meditating on the faith and courage displayed in this biblical account. In summary, Esther's life stands as a testament to the power of faith and the importance of relying on Jehovah, even in situations of extreme danger or uncertainty. Her example encourages Jehovah's Witnesses to trust in God's direction and act courageously in their own lives. Please subscribe,